After we had went down the forest road through Pitkin and Tin Cup and seeing all the history there, we came out at Taylor Reservoir at the end of the forest road. Bruiser was so tired from all the riding and driving and jostling around on the bumpy roads that he would sit at the bottom of the ladder and just look at me, ready to go up into the tent. He was like, "Dad, I'm tired. I just want to go to bed." And it was so funny watching him sit there and just look at me. It was amazing to travel with him. The next morning we got up and went over Cottonwood Pass between Taylor Reservoir and Buena Vista. We were on our way to Denver, and this was by far the most beautiful route we could have taken. You just wouldn't believe the vistas that are on this road. You could just pull off and just take it all in. So beautiful. And that's exactly what we did. After a short stop in Buena Vista for some lunch, we ran into Dion and his family from Bam Family Adventures. They're on their way back from California, and noticed them across the highway. We had to stop and say hi. A few miles down the road, we pulled off to try to find a camp spot about 100 miles from Denver. We saw a moose wandering in this little valley. We just had to stop and get a video of it. Just around the corner, we did some searching and found us a nice little camp spot that we were able to tuck ourselves in for the night. It was so nice, beautiful, and we were only about 100 miles from Denver, so we wouldn't have very far of a drive the next day to pick Connie up from the airport. We really love this spot.
What do you think, buddy? More rain. I'm ready to see Mama. You ready to see Mama, Bunny? I'm ready to see Mama, Bunny. We're gonna pick up Mama today. We're gonna pick up Mama today. Okay? Does that sound good? Ready to see Mama?
After we picked up my wife from the airport, we really didn't have a schedule. We didn't have a route. So we just headed back toward where me and Bruiser had went. It was so beautiful, I wanted Connie to see it. So we got just south of Breckenridge and found a place right on the side of the highway. I mean, it was so easy to get to, maybe 50 yards. But you couldn't hear the highway, and the views were so beautiful that I just stopped and we started just take it all in. I wanted her to experience all that we had seen the week that we had been there just by ourselves. So it was going to be a time of relaxation and seeing things we had already seen, but I didn't care. That was exactly what we were there for, just to rest, relax, and see the beautiful mountains and experience and take it all in.
Look at there. What that is?
It was kind of funny. We cracked ourselves up. We went and visited some friends up in Breckenridge. And then on the way back, we decided to stop in the exact same spot and camp the next night. We loved that area so much. The mountains were just so beautiful. We were away from everything. And we didn't care if we'd stayed there before. It was a trip of a lifetime. And Bruiser loved it. He loved playing with his ball there. He loved playing with the flowers and sniffing around all the things that he could sniff. And it was just perfect. So that's what we did.
What you got, buddy?
We loved it.
What you got, buddy? Oh my gosh, I got a toy.
After taking Connie to see Taylor Reservoir, we headed back over Cumberland Pass, where Bruiser and I had just been a few days before. I wanted her to see this area. This was not our first trip to Colorado. This was not our first time to see the mountains. But this was different. And I was excited that we were getting to see this together. So beautiful.
You can do it. You can do it, Mom. No, you're almost here. I'm at the top. Yeah, you can. You can do it. Yay! What's up? What's up? Hey, buddy. I think I may have poured a little too much oil in there, but
be all right. Fried okra, baby.
And Bruiser.
Good morning. It's day 7, Tuesday. We left a week ago, Tuesday, and so we're kind of backtracking now, and got my coffee going. Got a little confession to make. Bruiser and I came here and had lunch. Well, it was probably last Wednesday or Thursday, and while I was making coffee, I finished up my percolator, and then went to set it back down on the stove, and my percolator fell over and spilled coffee grounds all over my bacon I was making. So I picked it up, burnt my hand, got mad, flung it. Well, when I went up to pick up my percolator, I guess it kind of broke. So anyway, I had to buy a new one at Bass Pro Shops. So anyway, we're good to go. But you can see we are camped out at a place called Woodstock. Woodstock is up on the Alpine Tunnel Road. Woodstock was a place where, when they were building the railroad, they had all kinds of, they had a little, I don't know, town here. And, but a thing called the White Death came. 19 people were buried alive, 15 of them died, and after that they just kind of abandoned the place. But up on the mountain up there was where they were building the railroad, and back this way toward this mountain right there, they had built a loop for the trains to go around. But you talk about a place that is unbelievable beautiful. I mean, we're surrounded by snow-capped mountains on both sides, down in a little valley, one of the few flat places that are up here on this mountain. We're almost to the top. We're about 3 miles from the Alpine Tunnel, but apparently they've had a landslide up there, and you have to hike the rest of the way. It's like 3 miles, and ain't doing it. So we're just up here and enjoying the beautiful scenery. Gosh, it's probably in the 40s this morning. It's warming up just like it always does. Right now it's warming up real quick, and so we're gonna get some breakfast on, probably take a shower, and head towards Gunnison. And from there, really don't have plans, not knowing what we're gonna do. Most likely we're gonna head towards the Great Sand Dunes and see what we can do there. So it's been a great, amazing week. I'm gonna have to upgrade my mats or my sleeping pad, and the iCamper is just killing my hips. I mean, I'm almost 50 years old. I gotta have something. And Bruiser's wanting to play ball. Bruiser's staring at that ball, wanting me to do something so I can kick the ball. There he goes. That's what we do. And then he brings it back, and then we do it all over again. That's our pretty much daily routine. While we're in the car, he sleeps. When we're out, he's wanting to play with that stupid ball. Sits it at my feet and then growls. But it's nice watching the chipmunks out. Oh, and right over here is a You probably can't see it, but on the other side of these trees is a cabin. And there are all kinds of keep out signs. In fact, right there is a keep out sign, and it has a stick going out and has a little baby doll head stuck on it. I really don't know what the deal is with that. I've never seen that before, but maybe that's a sign that you'll have your head on a stick if you go over there. But I'd really love to go over there and see that cabin, but I'm not about trespassing, so we're kind of like we like to obey the laws. So anyway, we're gonna get the coffee made and get some breakfast going and see what the day holds. It's already warming up quite a bit, so I gotta get the old wife out of the guy camper there, and we'll get started with our day. Hope y'all have a great day. Real fast.